back, I'm picking on Kevin Fowler, who works here as the floor director and also PCR director. Could you explain to people what PCR is?
PCR is the production control room, and all the PCR workers push buttons and make graphics, make all this show and everything that you see possible.
They're the folks behind the scenes.
We are the folks behind the scenes. We are very important and awesome.
When you see me going like this, it's because I'm listening to PCR talking in my ear. I've got the little earpiece going.
If you see me doing it, it's because I'm picking my ear.
You're funny.
It's itchy.
And they tell you things like, you know, you got to sit up straight, or your guest has not yet arrived, keep stalling. So Kevin, like many people who work in television, you're also a filmmaker.
If you use the term loosely, yes.
How'd you get into film and how'd you get into television, for that matter?
Well, I got into film because I was watching it and I was like, that's cool. I can totally make that better.
You're like Quentin Tarantino then.
Yeah, well, except that it turned out that I couldn't really make it better. But it's still a lot of fun to make. So that's what it's all about for me, really, is just having fun. But with TV, I got into TV because I took a class at the King Career Center, radio TV broadcasting, with Dan Sparkman. Hi, Dan. Probably not watching, but said hi anyway. And he hooked me up with a job back in the day, working in TV, and I've been not doing it ever since. I've taken breaks and done other things as well, but it's a fun job. It's really hands-on. You get to create things and push buttons, so it's like playing a video game pretty much. That's what I like about it.
So in film, you recently have branched out into acting. I was able to view one of the films from the Balto Film Festival. In fact, the one that won for Audience Choice for the Balto Film 48-Hour Film Challenge. And I was surprised to see an actor in that film.
Yeah, and I have done acting before, but this is probably the first time that I was happy with my performance. I'm not a very good actor. I'm used to being on the other side of the camera. But no, this time it was really fun, and I think I did a good job. I played a guy drinking in a bar, so I've got a little bit of experience there, which helps.
Some method acting?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But we had a lot of other good actors on there. My roommate's dad was actually in it, Tim Flum. He is very funny. Another one of our coworkers, James, another director here, was in it. He did a great job.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So how did you guys come up with this concept for this film? Because you only have 2 days to make it. You get 3 prompts, and then you have to just create a film. How does that work?
Well, this one was partially based on actual events. See, our film was about 2 African-American gentlemen in Seward who were on a fishing trip, and they were going to catch the train to come back home. But they missed their train because they were drinking in a bar. So their whole trip, or their whole journey, is just trying to get back to Anchorage from Seward. And the first night that the 2 actors were in Seward, when they showed up for the film festival, they were just, you know, in a bar playing pool. And well, a drunk gentleman came up to them and asked them, "Is this the colored table?" And they thought it was hilarious. So they told us this story, and we're like, we need to bring this element into it. So that's where my character came from. I was the drunk guy in the bar, but I was just, you know, like, saying all the wrong things by accident and becoming uncomfortable with it. And we just had fun with it. And that's really where the idea started, and we just had to figure out why they were there and, you know, why they, you know, what journey they needed. Yeah, they'll just miss a train, and they'll be hitchhiking back, and, you know, it was a lot of fun.
Well, it was a fun show to watch, and obviously the audience enjoyed it since they're the ones who voted you. Yeah,
I did not enjoy it as much as I would like, and that's only because this isn't your fault, but the film festival only had a 5 limit on the film, and that wasn't enough to fit our whole story in there. So we had to abbreviate the end a little bit. So we're actually working on recutting it, and we're going to do maybe 7 to 10 minute version of it that flows just a little bit better. We're thinking about putting in OPN, which is coming up pretty soon here.
You're talking about open projector night, which is like an open mic night for filmmakers.
We use a lot of abbreviations in the biz, you know, OPN, PCR, FYI. I don't know many more than that, actually.
So have you participated in open projector night before?
I have, I think, I work with Daniel Hernandez, the director for our last short we
I
did.
usually say that Daniel Hernandez.
Daniel Hernandez.
Yes.
Yes.
Mostly because he doesn't speak any Spanish.
Yeah, and I've been in a lot of his movies, like, briefly or just helped with them, but normally it's like, you know, I'd be working and doing something else and be like, hey, just come and help me. So, like, I don't really even know what a lot of the movies were about. They just
You just
kind
showed
of
up,
happened.
helped out, and
Put a little magic in there.
That's what the Alaskan filmmakers seem to do, is everybody just calls saying, hey, I need this, and people rush to help, even though they don't know the whole idea of what's going on.
It's a nice little community.
Gotta love it. Well, stick with us. If Congressman Young isn't back, we're going to have a backside look at the weather and how that works here at the station. Stick with us. We'll be right back in just a minute.